A new escalation in the legal battle between Elon Musk and OpenAI today. Musk now asking a federal court to stop the startup's transition to a for-profit entity and to ensure that OpenAI investors can fund competitors.
What if the biggest battle in the history of AI doesn't take place in research labs, but in a courtroom? Elon Musk is suing OpenAI, and this lawsuit is not just about business. It could completely reshape the future of artificial intelligence. If Musk wins, OpenAI could be forced to abandon its profit-oriented model, lose billions in funding, and lose its dominance in AI. If OpenAI wins, it could become the most powerful AI company in history, with Microsoft supporting every step. This is not just a lawsuit. It is a high-stakes power struggle that could change AI forever. How did we get here? Why is Musk so determined to stop OpenAI? And what does that mean for the future of AI? Let's break this all down. It was a unipolar world for AI, and we got a unipolar world. But the person controlling it doesn't seem to care, or at least not really, about AI's safety. That sounded like a real problem. Elon Musk's lawsuit against OpenAI and its CEO Sam Altman is a comprehensive legal dispute over who should control the future of artificial intelligence. Musk has accused OpenAI of betraying its original mission to create AI for the benefit of humanity, claiming it has instead become a money-making machine controlled by Microsoft. The lawsuit filed in February 2024 initially focused on the claims that OpenAI had violated its founding agreements by transitioning to a profit-oriented model. In August 2024, however, Musk expanded the lawsuit by adding federal antitrust claims and even naming Microsoft as a defendant. He argues that Microsoft has too much control over OpenAI and uses it to dominate the AI industry. OpenAI, on the other hand, argues that Musk's claims are unfounded and that he is simply trying to meddle in their business because his own AI startup xAI is struggling to keep up. OpenAI states that Musk voluntarily left the company and has no legal right to determine its future. The case has now reached the U.S. District Court in Northern California, where a judge has allowed it to proceed despite skepticism towards some of Musk's arguments. If the court rules in Musk's favor, OpenAI could be forced to revert to a non-profit model, which would have massive implications for its funding and operations. I am the reason OpenAI exists. How much money did you get? I am not sure about the exact number, but it's a figure in the range of $50 million. Musk, OpenAI, and the betrayal. To understand why Musk is suing OpenAI, we need to go back to the year 2015. Musk founded OpenAI together with Sam Altman and several other tech leaders with the aim of developing artificial intelligence that benefits humanity and not just companies. OpenAI was structured as a non-profit organization, which meant that profits or private interests would not drive it. At that time, Musk saw AI as one of the greatest existential risks to humanity. He wanted OpenAI to be an open-source research lab that could keep AI development ethical and transparent. Musk even invested millions of his own money into the project. But everything changed in 2018. Musk left OpenAI, citing a conflict of interest with Tesla's AI development as the reason. According to leaked emails, Musk had actually tried to take control of OpenAI before he left, arguing that the company would not survive without his leadership. When the board declined, he left and founded his own AI company, xAI, in 2023. Then, in 2019, OpenAI took a controversial step and switched to a capped profit model. The reason given by OpenAI was that it needed billions in funding to remain competitive with companies like Google's DeepMind. But Musk saw this as a betrayal and argued that OpenAI had abandoned its non-profit mission and now prioritized profits over ethics. This transition allowed OpenAI to secure a massive investment from Microsoft, which has since invested over $13 billion in the company. Today, OpenAI operates under a complex structure where its non-profit parent company still exists but has only limited control over its for-profit arm. For Musk, this is the core problem. He argues that OpenAI was never intended to be a company and that its technology, particularly ChatGPT, should remain open source and available for the benefit of all. Elon Musk's lawsuit against OpenAI focuses on three main allegations. First, he claims that OpenAI has abandoned its mission by deviating from the development of AI for the public good and instead prioritizing profit through collaboration with Microsoft. Secondly, He argues that Microsoft has too much control and has turned OpenAI into a subsidiary instead of remaining an independent research institute. Thirdly, he accuses Sam Altman and Greg Brockman of misleading investors and the public by using OpenAI's nonprofit status to gain trust before switching to a profit-oriented model. OpenAI counters that Musk voluntarily left and has no legal right to interfere. They argue that private funding is essential to compete with Google's DeepMind and that Musk's lawsuit is driven by xAI's difficulties. Meanwhile, Microsoft insists that its involvement is purely financial, although leaked documents suggest it influences OpenAI's strategy, with both sides remaining steadfast. This lawsuit could reshape the landscape. The AI industry decides whether OpenAI remains bound to corporate interests or returns to its nonprofit roots. What is Musk really fighting for right now? The case is moving through the legal system, and the judge overseeing the lawsuit, Ion Gonzalez Rogers, was skeptical of some of Musk's claims. However, she has allowed the case to proceed to trial with a tentative date set for mid-2026. Musk is asking the court to force OpenAI to revert to a nonprofit model, which would prevent it from raising billions in funding from private investors. This could impair OpenAI's ability to develop new AI technologies and even jeopardize the future of ChatGPT. But that's not all. Musk has also filed federal antitrust lawsuits against OpenAI and Microsoft, arguing that their partnership creates a monopoly in the field of AI. If the court agrees, this could lead to massive legal restrictions on how OpenAI operates and limit its ability to collaborate with major tech companies. In the meantime, OpenAI is fighting back by trying to have the lawsuit dismissed entirely. The company argues that Musk's claims are unfounded and that he is simply using the courts to slow down his biggest competitor. The stakes continue to rise. OpenAI is currently negotiating a $25 billion investment deal with SoftBank, but this funding depends on OpenAI completing its transition to a profit-oriented model. If Musk's lawsuit is successful, OpenAI could be forced to abandon this deal, leaving it without the necessary capital to remain a leader in AI research. That makes the lawsuit so significant. If Musk wins, OpenAI could be forced to scale back, lose its biggest investors, and fall behind its competitors. But if OpenAI wins, it could solidify its dominance as the world's leading AI company with Microsoft's support every step of the way. And the process has only just begun. The AI industry is holding its breath to see how this develops, because no matter the outcome, the future of AI will never be the same. Can OpenAI survive without Microsoft? OpenAI is negotiating a $25 billion investment from SoftBank, but the funding depends on OpenAI fully transitioning into a for-profit company. If Musk's lawsuit is successful and OpenAI is forced back into a non-profit structure, the deal could collapse and leave the company in a difficult financial situation without major private investments. The ability of OpenAI to develop AI at its current pace could slow down, giving competitors like Google's DeepMind and Musk's xAI the opportunity to catch up. Microsoft, which has integrated OpenAI's technology into its products, might reconsider its partnership and shift its focus. Focus on its own AI projects could make the future of ChatGPT uncertain, with fewer updates and slower innovation. If OpenAI wins, it secures its status as a commercial powerhouse and ensures ongoing access to corporate funding. This would further strengthen its leadership position and make it even harder for competitors to challenge its dominance. This lawsuit is more than a legal dispute. It is a battle over who controls the future of AI. The outcome will determine whether OpenAI continues to be supported by corporations or is forced to return to its nonprofit roots. What happens if Musk wins? If Musk wins this legal battle, the entire future of OpenAI could change overnight. The court's decision will determine whether OpenAI remains a corporate-backed AI powerhouse or has to return to its original nonprofit roots. If the court rules in favor of Musk, OpenAI could be forced to return to a nonprofit model, which would nullify its ability to raise billions from investors. Microsoft's $13 billion investment could disappear, depriving OpenAI of its main financial backer, leading to fewer resources. AI development would slow down, making it more difficult for OpenAI to develop the next generation of ChatGPT and other advanced AI models. This would be a massive victory for Musk and would strengthen the argument that AI companies should remain independent of corporate control in this scenario. OpenAI's dominance could weaken and open the door for competitors like Musk's xAI to catch up. On the other hand, if Musk loses the case, OpenAI will be free to fully transform into a profit-oriented technology giant and unlock unlimited investor funds. This would give Microsoft even more power over AI development, deepening its control and influence, which means Musk's xAI would face a rocky road and struggle to compete against OpenAI's massive financial and technological resources. AI regulation would likely become a corporate battleground, with major tech companies fighting for dominance instead of focusing on the ethical development of AI. In this scenario, OpenAI and Microsoft win big and solidify their grip on the future of AI. But it also raises a bigger question: should a single company have so much control over a technology that could shape the world? This lawsuit is not just about Musk and OpenAI, but about who controls the future of AI. The outcome could shape the next decade and determine whether AI remains in the hands of the big tech companies or is subject to stricter regulations. If OpenAI wins, companies like Microsoft and Google could dominate AI with minimal oversight, making it difficult for smaller competitors to thrive. If Musk wins, it could force governments to regulate AI and place it in the hands of nonprofit organizations and ethical institutions, rather than for-profit corporations. At its core, this case asks who should have control over artificial intelligence, the public or some billion-dollar companies? No matter what the outcome is, the future of AI will change. If you have read this far, let us know what you think about it in the comment box below. For more interesting topics, make sure to watch the recommended video that you are currently seeing on the screen. Thanks for watching.